Hi folks, it's Woody and welcome back to the shed, the home of the Burnley Flying Circus. It's now officially spring, but we're still waiting for winter to end. The windsock suffered a bit in the weather, as you can see, firstly turning itself into a carnival banner and then disappearing completely during Storm Arwen. If anyone in Norway finds it, can we have it back? There have been a few flyable days though, and some of the circus performers made the most of them. Orson Cart and Don christened the Easter Visitors Book for 2022, being the first arrivals of the new year. We're getting ready for the better weather. Aircraft were overhauled, fine-tuned and some stripped, painted and polished. Since I began preparing this episode, bad things have happened in Eastern Europe and Russia has invaded Ukraine. Without getting too political here, I felt the need to acknowledge that, celebrate the heroism of the defenders and think again about the Moss Troopers' nose art and the intro to this channel. You'll have noticed that I've made a few changes. I've been playing around with various sorts of air-to-air cameras for a while, as you know, and I'm very impressed with the potential of 360-degree action cams. There's a couple on the market which are recommended. One's a GoPro, and the other one is the Insta360, and that's the one that I prefer, having tried them both. Because they're quite expensive, I've not been keen to mount them outside the cockpit. So you've already seen my first attempt at doing just that, and it worked out well. But the selfie fest that concludes this episode is mostly in cockpit video. 5 minutes of me isn't going to hold anyone's attention, so I've taken the opportunity to promote some music that, if you understand military aviation, will be very familiar, and if you don't, might give a little insight to how we think. So, by way of introduction, check out the link. I've used their music to tell a story. Now, previous viewers of this channel will know that the circus likes to fly close formation, just for fun. It's challenging, it needs a lot of thought, it's more difficult for the wingman than it is the leader, but he or she always gets the glory. However, there's a few aspects that aren't always understood if you don't have a background in this kind of stuff and would like to fly together. It's best to have some calmer weather, but here in the Highlands it's not to be until the summer. We shall see. So to pass the time, I've been a cheat and stolen a song and risked the heat that comes with stealing others' music. I didn't ask in case they said no. Sorry. I went and did it anyway. For those who fly same way, same day, close formation is a test, and we like to think we are the best. And because we're pilots, we're always right and never let lead get out of sight. Do we? But the worst thing's to be thought a fool and feel that sting of ridicule. Our ego's fragile, don't you know, and from the cot our toys will throw if someone says, if a bit unkind, "Number 2, you're f***ing blind." Now in Air Force speak, to say I'm blind is not my specs I need to find, but says to lead, I can't see you, and by default I'm in the poo. Never shall thy leader be unsighted, or your reputation will be blighted forever. To lose visual is a sin, and no excuse will save your skin unless you can deflect the blame by causing someone equal shame. Blaming the leader's one retort, but it's always a last resort. He will always swerve and jink and dodge any blame and any stink, because he's an ace. Now with the cameras I'm always flying as the wingman, and always trying, squinting in the harsh sunlight to keep my leader in clear sight. So spare a thought for the camera shit, sweating blood and biting lip, and working his butt off to get it right, and then be told you're flying shit. Not as good as it could be, perhaps.
Taxied out for 12 Chevrolet feet, and I lost count of who's 1 and who's 3. It's nothing new, it happens every time. Over Victor, 2's blind. We took off on a radar-assisted trail. I tried a boreside lock and got an FCR fail. Then Lee turned into the sun like he does every fucking time. Oh, son of a bitch! 2's blind. Why is he so damn hard to see? Well, it must be his flying, 'cause it damn sure isn't me. We got spiked and lead went to the notch, but when he did, I had my eyes down in my crotch, 'cause I had an itch when I looked up. Only jack shit did I find. God damn it! 2's blind. we pushed to the target, and lead said just keep side. But then he action left when I swear to Jesus that he breathed right. It's times like this where I feel a bit resigned to just fucking eject rather than admit that I am blind. Dear God, what the hell have I done wrong? Is it 'cause I drink and smoke and cuss and repeatedly stroke my schlong? And I do. And needless to say, my IP busted me. He gave me a 0, and I think it's clear that I earned a 3. 'Cause what he doesn't know is that he's lucky to be alive. When I said I was visual, I lied my ass off. I was blind. Ha ha.
Udachi Zelensky, Udachi Ukraino.